Morocco, a mesmerizing North African kingdom known for its historical influence, unique blend of Amazigh and Arab cultures, intricate art crafts, delicious cuisine, welcoming locals, and natural wonders that extend beyond the golden dunes of the Sahara Desert. Recently, we spent 17 days exploring some of the best Moroccan destinations. After visiting Marrakech, Ait Ben Haddou, the Sahara Desert, Fes and Chefchaouen, we chose Casablanca to end our trip. We stayed 2 nights in this famous Moroccan city, exploring its cosmopolitan streets, enjoying its connection with the Atlantic Ocean, visiting one of the most beautiful mosques in the world, and appreciating its white architecture. We're Rain and Chano. Subscribe to our channel to join us in our 6-part travel series of Morocco. In this 6th episode, we will share with you our whole itinerary and travel tips to experience a perfect trip to Casablanca. Our early bus departed from Chefchaouen bus station at 7 a.m. We arrived in Casablanca around 1 p.m. From Casablanca Phare bus station, we took a 10-minute taxi ride to our hotel. The Melibur Casablanca Hotel is located only 5 minutes walking away from the Hassan II Mosque. Our room number 510 was huge and very clean. And we even had a small kitchen. This apart hotel is really a great value for money option, especially if you want a more modern accommodation. We just checked in our nice apart hotel in Casablanca, and this is the lovely view from our room balcony. We are so excited to explore this cosmopolitan city. The hotel gives milk and food for the cats, and they even have a bed. No wonder why they look so healthy.
Wow, that's beautiful too.
Casablanca, with more than 4 million inhabitants, is the most populated city in Morocco. Nowadays, Casablanca is the most important economic, industrial, and business center in the country. Its vantage position overlooking the Atlantic Ocean has allowed the city to have the most relevant port in Morocco. Its name, which means White House, was first given in Arabic by the Sultan Mohammed bin Abdallah after the reconstruction of the city due to the earthquake of 1755. Later on, first the Portuguese and the Spanish afterwards translated the name into the current one. Casablanca is very different to other destinations in Morocco, so don't miss the opportunity to visit this cosmopolitan city. After checking in, we went to eat our lunch to one of the nice restaurants located just 5 minutes walking away from the hotel. We've been traveling in Morocco for the past 14 days, and we've tried to eat as much as Moroccan foods as possible. But today, I was craving for something more familiar to me, so I ordered lasagna because my husband always cooks pasta at home. It's his specialty.
I went for something actually familiar to me because we have this kind of dish in Cadiz. It's swordfish. I suppose it's typical from this part of Morocco too, maybe, because it's all the Atlantic Ocean. I really like this kind of fish. It's really healthy. We used to cook it a lot in Spain.
And of course, I couldn't skip a tasty dessert. This is truly one of the most beautiful mosques we have ever seen. Unfortunately, for some reason, they have closed the perimeters around the mosque, and then they will open it again in a few hours. So Chano and I decided to just visit the Promenade
and tomorrow we will come back to visit the interior with a guided tour and also to film the exterior of the mosque. Hopefully with a better light because it is very cloudy right now.
The Hassan II mosque construction was ordered by the father of the current king of Morocco at the end of the 20th century. In only 7 years, from 1986 until 1993, this masterpiece of architecture was raised on a promontory over the waters of the Atlantic Ocean. From the mosque, a wide pedestrian promenade opens next to the sea. Despite the cloudy weather and the rough waves crashing on the seafront, many locals were enjoying the afternoon along the area. There were people fishing, working out, dancing, or simply strolling around with their family and friends. Also, some fearless young guys were jumping into the sea. I was happy to witness the lively atmosphere of this vibrant city. The end of the day was approaching, so we returned to the best viewpoint over the mosque in order to capture the twilight. But suddenly, the sun appeared between the clouds and the horizon, and we quickly turned our sight towards west to admire the unexpected but incredibly wonderful sunset. Short after, the mosque lights turned on and beautifully illuminated the magnificent building. On our way back to the hotel, we could finally approach the mosque. Don't miss it at night as well.
I'm saying goodnight to the cats. Meow meow. That's how you say goodnight in cat language. Meow meow. You know the intonation.
Chana woke up very early again to film and photograph the mosque from the other side. There's really a unique connection of this splendid building with the sea. Although it was very overcast again, the sun finally filtered through the clouds to light up the stones of the mosque. Chano just came back from his sunrise photo shoot, so now we're gonna eat our breakfast. Start the day with full of energy. Where's the camera? There was a wide variety of foods to choose in the hotel buffet. After breakfast, we headed back to the mosque for our morning tour.
We got our tickets with Viator, with the guides to visit the interior of the mosque, but our idea was to come a little bit earlier to take some pictures without many people in the morning, but they close the access in the morning. So if you want to approach the mosque, you need to have a guided tour. You can either book online as we did, or you can have the ticket in the hall here, but they will only allow you to access near the mosque when you have your ticket.
We were very lucky because the Viator workers were already there, and we accessed the exterior of the mosque 30 minutes earlier than the starting time of the tour. You need to go closer to understand the real size of this magnificent building. The Hassan II Mosque is the second largest in Africa. Its minaret is the second tallest in the world at 210 meters, and its roof is retractable, the only one in the world. Built by 10,000 artisans from all over Morocco, most of the materials used for its construction came from the country itself. And a big part of its 600 million euros cost was donated by Moroccans. At 10 a.m., we were allowed to enter the mosque, and we soon started our 1-hour guided group tour. A total of 25,000 worshippers can pray together inside this massive mosque. Its majestic interior decoration creates a grand ambience that left us in awe. The attention to details was a wonder to the eyes, and the precious materials were absolutely stunning. Our guide was very knowledgeable, and he precisely explained the mosque construction and history, while allowing enough time to admire and capture the place with our cameras. After spending most of the visit time in the prayer hall, we went downstairs to the ablution room to end the tour. Once back outside, the sun was perfectly illuminating the mosque, exalting even more the beauty of the tall gates, the ornate fountains, the colorful ceramic tiles, the slender columns. We could have stayed here hours capturing such an architectural gem. This is truly one of the most beautiful monuments that we have seen in our trips, and its visit should be a must when in Morocco. Before leaving the mosque site, don't forget that your ticket also includes the Hassan II Mosque Museum. Inside, you can learn more about its interesting construction process. And also, you can closely appreciate examples of its intricate handcrafted carvings and woodwork. I can smell the wood. We're just gonna quickly eat our lunch before we visit Medina. We've chosen a restaurant that is just beside where we ate yesterday because we just want to show you more choices. And this is just like a few minutes away by foot from our hotel. This is our first time to try bruschetta here in Morocco. Now let's try. There are two choices. It's either meat or fish, and we chose fish. It's like Moroccan version of spring rolls. It's really tasty. You actually don't need the sauce. Moroccan tacos are always a yummy and affordable choice. After lunch, we used the app Careem, which is an alternative to Uber in Morocco. The ride was safe, and we paid with credit card. We arrived in only 10 minutes to the area next to the clock tower. Just few meters ahead, you can access the old Medina of Casablanca through a monumental stone gate. In here, the souks looked more modern than in Fes or Marrakech, so we didn't spend much time in them. The Boulevard Mohammed V has some of the most beautiful white buildings built at the beginning of the 20th century in the city. The European influence of the Art Deco blended with Arab Moorish influences to create a mix of Western and Oriental styles. The decorative motifs of the facades give these constructions a distinctive design. Close to the boulevard and leaving behind the Zivako Dome, you can find the Mohammed V Square, which was built in 1916 and is the main square of Casablanca. It is surrounded by monumental buildings erected in the Moorish Revival style, like the City Hall or the courthouse. It has also a huge fountain in the middle. We continued our way towards the nearby Arab League Park, originally created in 1913. This is another famous public space for locals and an interesting attraction for visitors. You can find peace and shadow under the palm trees of these quiet gardens, and some buildings like the Al-Quba, which houses the Association of Former Students of Casablanca from 1934. Just outside the northwest side of the park, the white tall towers of the Sacred Heart Cathedral will probably capture your attention. This Roman Catholic church was built in 1930 in the Art Deco style, but it ceased its religious function in 1956 and became a cultural center for art exhibitions. From the cathedral, we used the Careem app again for a 5-minute taxi ride to the Ould el-Hamra Mosque. Although we knew we couldn't access this historic mosque built in 1790, we wanted to film its beautiful minaret that was rebuilt in 1876 to its current height. Just 5 minutes away by foot, you can freely access over the gate of La Sqala Fort, a former Portuguese fortification that has been transformed into a restaurant. If you follow the walls of the old Medina for 5 minutes more, you will soon see the Rick's Café sign. The Rick's Café was not the one used in the popular movie Casablanca. In fact, the film was totally shot in California. But this riad from 1930 has been modified to look like the restaurant of this Hollywood classic from 1942. Unfortunately, although they allowed us to enter, they asked us to wait for 1 hour, as a huge group of tourists had already booked the whole place. So we advise to reserve your table in advance before you go. Because sunset was approaching, we decided to have a quick dinner at our hotel restaurant. Sorry for ordering pizza and burger this time, but after 2 weeks eating delicious Moroccan dishes, we were kinda missing familiar foods. For sunset, we chose the opposite side of the mosque, having the sun behind the incredible monument. The clouds were perfect, and they absorbed the warmth of the sunlight to fire up the sky. Some friendly teenagers were very curious of all the content we were creating. The mosque lights slowly turned on, and of course, we waited until the blue hour conditions were ideal.
We're so happy that we had a really good sunset to end our trip in Morocco.
It has been really an unforgettable trip since the first day. We cannot wait to come back to Morocco.
And thank you so much, Morocco. Thank you to all the people we've met in this trip. You are all so friendly and hospitable. I hope that we will meet you again in the future. Shukran!
That ends our last episode of our Morocco travel series. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel to support us and to follow our adventures. Don't miss our next videos because we will share our top places to visit in Morocco, plus other destinations that we dream to visit there too. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions about less known spots in this wonderful country. We cannot wait to return in the future. Thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, keep exploring, rain or shine.